try to keep my volume down here for this first episode or this first segment of the podcast, week 5. I'm trying to think of one word to summarize my feelings, Carl, and I'm going to let you go first.
Do we have a defense, Denny? That was a tough first half to watch.
Carl, ask for one word.
Defense.
Defense is your word? Okay,
yes.
My word is upset. I'm upset at a lot of things. I'm upset mostly. I'm going to try to go in order of preference here, in order of importance. And one is Marty Schottenheimer. What the fuck is this guy up to, man? Okay, so the play calling is as bad as I've ever seen it in my 15-year career of being a Seahawks fan. It's shockingly, terrifyingly bad. It's really, 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 really bad, Carl. Why the fuck are we running outside run plays on 2nd and 9, man?
It never works.
Do we know the stats on these? No. Do you know them?
No.
Okay, because I do. We've ran at least 9 to 12 of these plays in the first 4 games of the year, and we are averaging -3 yards per play.
So not
So
too
that
hot.
seems like a really good option on 2nd and 9. Marty Schottenheimer, whatever your name is, Shotty, bro. Fuck, man. It's really, honestly, offensively, play calling, I don't know what to say. We have the best fucking player in the NFL playing on our team, and he has had the opportunity to throw the ball 6 times in the first half. That is not a winning formula for anyone.
How about that 3rd and 22nd?
So, again, word of the first half for me, upset. First, Shotty. Like, if he's not excommunicated from the Seahawks organization after tonight's game, I'm not sure what is happening there, because it's some sort of political bullshit like is happening in the US right now, today. Yep, I'm going there and I don't give a shit. It's fucked up, man. This guy does not know what the fuck was happening there. We have the best offense in the entire league, and we have what? 35 yards in the first half?
I think so. Something around there.
It's really embarrassing. Second, defensively, we know we suck, right? We're ranked 31st in the league. We understand that. Everyone knows that. There's stats. They show it on NFL.com, on all the sports nets. It is what it is. But the difference between like a winning football team and a non-winning football team is getting off the field on 3rd down. And we are not good at that so far through 4.5 weeks of the year. And tonight, even worse. Like, first drive of the game, 3rd and 11, don't get off the field, score a touchdown. Second drive of the game, same shit, points. But to me, so for the Seahawks to win games this year, I think it's going to be a lot of offense. And the offense has looked extremely, extremely conservative, which unfortunately is not the way we're going to win football games this year. Third upsetting thing of the night is Chris Collinsworth, Bob Saget, whatever his name is, whoever the fuck is commentating, old white male, insert name here, is shockingly, shockingly bad, man. How many times... So Carl and I are watching the football game together tonight. How many times in the first half am I just interrupting him, yelling, he has nothing to say?
It's because almost every time he speaks, it's just the most general whatever. It can apply to almost anything.
What did he just bring up?
I can't remember.
He just brought up something from like 14 years ago. Like, how is that relevant? He brought up, who? He was just bringing up Richard. He's like, well, the Seahawks don't have Richard Sherman. And what's that guy's name? Oh, yeah, Cam Chancellor. No shit, man. Like, is that all you have to say?
He's a few years off.
You can't give any analysis on what just happened in the first half of the game. All you have to do is bring up 7 years ago. It's frustrating, man. It's really frustrating watching Seahawks in the first half tonight.
The play calling is leaving a lot of yards on the field.
So, I'm emotional.
Yeah.
You understand that? Producer Carl is a big NFL guy. What the fuck is happening on offense? They have the best offense in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
DK Metcalf, 1 catch.
1 catch. Lockett has been looking at
0 targets.
Mm-hmm.
Olsen, 0 targets. Chris Carson, 1 catch. What the hell are we doing? Why are we running outside run plays?
Just can't figure
Throw
it
the
out.
ball down the field. What the hell is happening? I'm confused. I'm very lost. I have no idea. Man, okay. There is nothing in the entire world that frustrates me more than we're losing 10-0. There's 5 minutes left in the second quarter, going into halftime. It's 3rd and 22, and they run a goddamn fucking draw play down the middle for 2 yards when they could have run some play action pass or get Wilson out of the pocket to throw a 7-yard pass play to get Myers into field goal position.
100%. Yeah.
Instead, they run a 2-yard run to set up a 59-yard field goal in the pissing rain in Seattle.
And they don't even go for it.
And they punt it.
Yeah.
Why not try to get 8 yards to kick a field goal? What the hell are we doing, man? Honestly, so like I made this comment a couple weeks ago, and the history will show this. One of the things I'm really passionate about, Carl, is being being historically correct.
Mm-hmm.
So looking back and being like, yeah, I didn't bullshit my way through that. I said exactly what I thought. 2 weeks ago, Russell Wilson comes out in a press conference and says, Schotty's doing a great fucking job. Only because they were 3-0, bro. Denzel on the fucking Seahawks social says, Schotty's doing a fucking garbage trash job. And it's proving itself correct today. 13-0 at halftime, and we have 1 fucking first down with the best offense in the league. It's comically really, really, really bad. And that is a definition right there. That play was really, really frustrating to me, and I didn't show it to you, Carl, in the heat of the moment, but I am now. It was 3rd and 22. We were like just inside midfield. Running a pass play to get 8 or 9 yards puts you in field goal position to kick 3, get 3 points, get on the board at least. Instead, they run a fucking draw play down the middle for 2 yards to punt. What are we doing? What is the worst case scenario if you throw the ball? The worst case scenario is you get an incomplete pass and you punt it anyway.
So it makes absolutely no difference.
It's conservative bullshit, and I'm really, really hoping that Russell Wilson takes over in the second half and does not listen to all this garbage that fucking Schottenheimer is feeding him through his headset. Hopefully his headset just stops working.
Hopefully he just turns it off. That'd be the best.
Man.
But I mean, the Seahawks have always been a second half team, so I mean, hopefully to turn this shit around.
It's really frustrating right now.
What's the biggest thing they need to change going in the second half?
They need to throw the fucking football, man.
Give it a chance.
What the hell is happening? We've taken 3 sacks, we've run the ball 9 times.
And on that 4th and whatever's 2, was it? We punted also.
Of course. So Pete Carroll, I understand Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's philosophy is punt the ball at all times, all the time, every single time. I get it. But what I do not agree with is the 3rd and 22s to try to get into field goal position. That is really, really, really frustrating. Oh, man. Like we have to understand at this point in the season, we're 4.5 games in. We by far have the worst pass defense in the league.
By far.
Right? Mm-hmm. So it's not like we're trying to grind teams down and win by a field goal.
No.
We're not trying to win 19-16 here. We're trying to win 43-38. That's what we're trying to win by.
We win by having the ball in Russ's hands.
We don't win by running draw plays on 3rd and 22, Carl.
Because that takes the ball out of his hands. And then becomes an issue.
Man. I don't know what else to say at halftime. What's the score? 13-0?
13-0, yeah.
Seahawks get the ball in the first half, or in the second half, which is good news. My prediction for the second half is 24-20.
That's
what I think my new score is going to be, because we got shut out in the first half because Schottenheimer is a piece of shit.
It's gonna be tough to get that 40 piece. Yeah.
It's going to be tough to put up 40. Yeah, absolutely. Based on how bad our defense is, it's really tough to get the ball back.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm betting on maximum 4 possessions in the second half.
That's tough. That is tough. Well, we believe in Russ, so we'll see what happens.
24-20. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Are you ready?
We are live.
Okay, because I need to save my voice, because I only have a little bit of voice left after that. Holy fuck, man. Dude. Man. Dude.
What a game.
Dude.
What a finish.
Russell Wilson is the best fucking player in the league. Why do we have a shit offensive coordinator, Carl? Please help me out with this. What is happening? The first half was shockingly, embarrassingly bad. Why are we running the ball in 3rd and 22? We come out in the third quarter and score 21 points in 6 minutes. In 6 minutes. And then we go back to running the ball. And then we find ourselves down with a minute and a half left. And Russell Wilson scores another touchdown to win the football game. What is happening? Guys, it's not even like we can't. The Seahawks Social podcast cannot be the only goddamn fan group in the entire Seahawks nation that is finding this outrageously obnoxious. What is happening, Carl? I'm not putting on a show here. I'm physically, I'm mentally upset about this.
I think we're scared to throw the ball for some reason.
Why?
I don't know.
We have the best goddamn quarterback in the last 15 years in the NFL.
For some reason, running is just our backbone. Like, they always want to go back to it and force it. Even if it's not working, they want to force it.
I'm going to fucking knock Schottenheimer out. I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to see him in the street. Whatever his name is. What is his name? Martin Schottenheimer? Brian? I don't give a fuck what his first name is. Shotty is what Russell Wilson calls him. Should we listen to this press conference? Here. Of course, Russell Wilson, you're going to say, keep believing. That's what you have to say. Fuck, man. I'm not listening to that. He just needs to say, God damn it, I'm the best fucking quarterback in the league. Put the fucking ball in my hand. Why is Martin, Brian, Joshua Schottenheimer, whatever his goddamn name is, Shoddy, why is Shoddy calling the plays? He's a skinny, 5'3" white dude that has never played in the NFL.
Do we make Russell's headset break every game and just let him make the call every game? Every play? Player coach?
I can't be the only one seeing this. Someone comment, please. I need your moral support here, people. Comment. Give me something. Tell me that you believe in me and my opinion, because I cannot be the only one that is seeing this. We're playing the Minnesota Vikings, who are shit, right? They have a shit defense. They're like 27th in the league in overall defense. I looked it up. I knew that. I'm not making this up. I looked it up this morning. Why? Why not on our first possession throw the ball 7 times for 77 yards and a touchdown? Why not? Why not? We have the best offense in the league. DK Metcalf can't catch balls that are easy, but put him in a difficult situation and he brings the fucking ball down every time. It makes no goddamn sense.
Unguardable.
Jesus. Man, how good was he in the fourth quarter, though? Both of them, Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf. So good. Dude, so good, man. This is why I love the Seahawks, man. It's so fun.
I love that he went to him 3 times at the very end. And then the last time he came through with it, he got the touchdown. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Man, so much fun. Seahawks. So, first of all, whatever his name is, Zimmer, Don Zimmer, Dom Zimmer, Travis Zimmer, Tim Zimmer, I'm not sure, Zimmer, whatever your name is. There's a reason you're the Minnesota Vikings coach. And this is going to sound very disrespectful, but I am not interested in that opinion whatsoever. There's a reason you're that Minnesota coach. Making the decision to go for it on 4th and 2, up by 5, with a minute and a half left, with Russell fucking Wilson on the other side of the football, is the dumbest move in the entire world. So essentially your options are this, right? Dom Zimmer? What is his name? Please find out his name. Everyone knows the rules, Carl. One bite, everyone knows the rules.
Mike Zimmer.
Mike Zimmer. You know what reference that was to?
No.
Jesus fucking Christ, Carl. You watch Barstool Sports at all?
No, never.
Holy fuck. You know Pizza Review?
I know Pizza Review. I know of that.
Yeah, one bite. Everyone knows the rule. Everyone knows the goddamn rules, Carl. It's one bite. Mike Zimmer, Dom Zimmer, whatever his name is, Mr. Zimmer, did not know the goddamn rules. The rules in the NFL are thus. If you have a chance to go up by a full score against the Seattle Seahawks with a minute left, you need to do that. Otherwise, you lose the football game because Russell Wilson is the best football player in the NFL.
The way you win is by keeping him off the field. And they didn't do that at the end.
Correct. But as a head football coach, Carl.
Yes.
Think about this. You're up by 5. It's 4th and 2. You're on the opponent's 13-yard line or something like that. The best player in the entire NFL is on the opposite side of the field. If you give him the ball back, it is essentially guaranteed 6 points. Mm-hmm. Guaranteed 6. Mm-hmm. If they go for 2, not sure. If they kick an extra point, sure, 7. Guaranteed 6. You go for it when you're up by 5 on 4th and 2. Kick the field goal. Mike Zimmer, Dom Zimmer, Travis Zimmer. I'm not sure what your name is. Kick the goddamn field goal, bro. What is happening? How is he not fired?
I don't know.
This is an automatic decision.
It's such a safe play to make, right? Because now we go into overtime. If the game ends, we're going into overtime.
Hold on. But the worst case scenario for you is to go into overtime. Because you have to assume Russell Wilson is going to march down the field and score a touchdown. Yes. Like he did, like he's done on dozens of occasions in his career. He is one of, if not the best, fourth quarter quarterbacks in the league in the last 9 years. Mm-hmm. Name one guy that's better. I'm not sure if you can name one. In the fourth quarter, I don't know if there's a stat, fourth quarter quarterbacks or like game-winning drives. Is there anyone in the last decade that is better than Russell Wilson? I don't think so. But Mr. Dom Zimmer, I don't know what your name is. Dude, kick the goddamn field goal.
I don't know what the decision was.
It makes no sense other than he wanted to lose the game.
Well, he did that.
1-5, man. 1-4, whatever your record is now. 1-4. That is shocking, man. They're a decent football team. They shouldn't be 1-4. They should be 500.
They have some weapons, man. Dalvin Cook, Thielen, fantastic players.
They're not a bad football team. They're a team of making bad decisions. You know who should play on the Minnesota Vikings football team? Is Brian Schottenheimer. That's who should play on the football team. We should trade him. Get rid of him. He deserves to play with Zimmer. They make equally as terrible decisions. Man, what a fucking football game. That was something, man. Down 13-0 at halftime. Scored 21 points in the next 5 minutes.
That third quarter was a lot of fun. Typical Seattle, right? Coming out third quarter, doing nothing in the first half.
Jesus. I don't get it. There's a lot of things I don't get. I made some notes. You want to hear all my notes? All of them?
Let's do it.
There's so many, man. So one, Chris Collinsworth needs to be fired. Like, the commentating is so goddamn bad, people. You have to, if you know things about football and you understand like the entire strategy about football, it's shocking how bad the NFL commentating is this year. It's so bad. So far, I know 2 people that are good. One, Tony Romo, good. I want him on Seahawks games. How do I do that? I'm not sure. NBC, hit me up. Yeah, let's make it happen. 2, Brady Quinn, last week, not bad. Chris Collinsworth, shockingly bad. I'd rather have complete silence, to be totally honest. Man, he just doesn't say anything with any substance. All he says is like, oh, it was 3rd down and 7 and they only got 6 yards. So that's something.
It's just superficial reactions. Just the first thing that comes to his mind.
There's literally nothing there. He can't, he literally has no idea what to say. So I want to talk about these head hits again. And I want to hear your actual opinion, Carl. I don't understand what is happening. So I've seen 3 of them recently. One was the Diggs one, which was probably the worst of all 3.
Okay. Yep.
One was last night in I think it was an Oklahoma Ole Miss game, where someone got kicked out of the game in the literally 2 minutes left for like a really mediocre hit. And then one was today where Flowers, some guy runs an out and Flowers makes a mediocre contact play and they give him a 15-yard penalty. I don't understand. What is the goddamn rule?
What is he supposed to lead with? Like,
so there should, I propose to the NFL that if this is going to continue happening, everyone that is ever going to catch a pass, so tight ends and receivers, need to wear flags on the side of their shorts. And DBs should only rip the flags off. It's not a contact sport anymore. You're not allowed to hit people. You can only pull the flags out. This is a fucking contact sport.
So it should have been an absolutely no call.
Why? I don't understand. Explain the call, please. Someone explain to me, what are you supposed to do as a defensive back?
I don't know.
I'm asking you.
I have no idea.
Okay,
you just can't put your head down at all. I don't know. I guess you can't bear hug them. You put your head back and you bear hug them. I have no idea.
So the alternative, I think the safeties are slowly starting to understand that they cannot play football anymore. They're understanding that. They're not allowed to play football anymore. Quandre Diggs, he's been on the field for 2 weeks and he hasn't made a hit. So he's understanding that he's not allowed to play the game of football anymore. But his alternative is to dive at people's ankles and break their ankles.
Correct.
So see Dak Prescott today, broken ankle.
That was bad.
So that is what the NFL is preferring. That's what you'd like us to do?
Yes, please.
Okay. So that's really not a good option, guys. And I fear for, like, when we're on offense, I fear for Lockett and Metcalf and those guys that are running like deep crossing patterns where safeties are going to hit them and now they're going to dive at their knees and break their kneecap because they're not allowed to hit them in the chest.
No, going high anymore. Essentially.
If you hit them in the chest and your face mask slightly touches their helmet, it's a 15-yard penalty. You get kicked out of the game and you get a fine. But not a severe fine though.
No.
A $6,300 fine that is not as bad as not wearing a mask for 12 seconds on the sideline like we've seen from the NFL. The whole fucking NFL is completely confused right now. 2020 is so messed up, man. The whole thing is confused. It's really, really, really upsetting to me. Honestly, we have no idea what we're supposed to do. I'm watching the games, Carl. I'm watching the games and I'm seeing a hit and I'm like, good hit, 15-yard penalty, question mark, disqualified, question mark, or fumble, question mark. Like, you have no clue.
No.
Everyone is ruled differently. Like, we're watching highlights right now. Russell Wilson gets sacked. His helmet made contact with the other guy's helmet. Is that a penalty? Should be disqualified? Dalvin Cook pulled his hamstring? Was that the defender's fault? Should he have pulled his towel out instead? Man, it's dumb. I'm confused. Anyway. Game, set, match. Seahawks 5-0. First time in
Is it actually the first time?
franchise history. It's big news, man.
Way?
Honestly, so can we talk about DK quickly?
Yes.
What do you have to say about DK? I want to hear your thoughts, and then I'm going to say my thoughts. Fucking KJ Wright, huge fucking pick in the second half. Huge.
I think DK makes another mental mistake where he doesn't hold on to the ball at the end there and doesn't finish it. Next play, they go back to him. It doesn't work out. Third play, they go back to him, and he fucking shows up and he makes the catch, touchdown. I think that's awesome. It shows that Russ trusts him. He knows that Metcalf, a one-on-one is always going to have the advantage. Always.
I think in 7 years from now, we're talking about DK as one of the best receivers in NFL history.
Yeah, you think so?
He is just stupidly hard to, how do you guard him?
He's too big, too quick. Especially with these smaller DBs, they have no chance. He's 6'4", he can get up. Just a straight athlete.
Unguardable. That was just a bad coverage, that play.
He's pretty good at readjusting to the ball, though.
Holy fuck, that fourth down conversion.
Yeah.
That touchdown. Look at how quick that camera guy was on the field.
He can move.
That's impressive, man. He should be subbed in. We should get him and play DB. Maybe he knows the rules.
Got killed on offense there a little bit. Time of possession and everything. Yards. But
so I completely blame that on Martin Schottenheimer. What's his name?
You said it so many times. Brian Schottenheimer.
I'm so disrespectful towards him right now that I'm not willing to say his name correctly. What's his name?
I don't know.
BJ Schottenheimer?
Mm-hmm.
BJ Schottenheimer. Man, it's just honestly, the play calling in the first half was embarrassing. But second half, it was a little more exciting. We got to throw the ball, see what Russ can do. For about 3.5 quarters, he was 100%. He was 17 for 17 through 3.5 quarters. In the first half, he was 7 for 7, Carl.
For 35 yards, yeah.
If that ever happens for the rest of the year, that Russell Wilson only throws the ball 7 times in the first half, I'm 100% going to remove myself from the Seahawks fan base. That makes no goddamn fucking sense at all. Are you kidding me? The best player in the NFL gets to throw the ball 7 times in the first half?
That's fucking crazy.
What is happening?
Well, it's tough to throw when you're running on 3rd and 20 seconds, so 3rd and 22.
Why are we in 3rd and 22, though? Because we run the ball on the first down. We lose 5 yards because we run an outside run play. Hey, Schottenheimer, bro, we've ran 9 of those plays this year, and they've all accounted for minus 27 yards. So let's stop the outside run plays, okay?
What else, Denny? What else is on your mind?
We're 5-0. Let's look at the positives. We're 5-0. KC lost. They're 4-1.
KC
and
lost.
Guess what? The NFL bullshit power rankings are still going to have KC ahead of us. They're still going to have Baltimore ahead of us. They're still going to have probably fucking San Fran ahead of us.
After another loss, yeah.
San Fran's fucking 2-19. They're still going to be ahead of us.
Lost to Miami this week.
Who gives a fuck about San Fran?
With Garoppolo.
Who else? Buffalo's still going to be ahead of us. Pittsburgh is going to be ahead of us. Fucking probably Minnesota's going to be ahead of us still. They're 1-4. They're going to be ahead of us. That's what happened last year.
Yeah.
I remember we won a game. We beat Minnesota
and then
last year.
Yeah.
It was week 9.
Yeah.
We were, let's say, I don't know, 5-3 or something. And they were 4-4, let's say. And we beat them. And we were still behind them in the power rankings.
The power rankings are all made up. There's no
and
basis
every
to it.
site is completely garbage. It's hilarious. Last week we had a number 2, we had a number 3, we had a number 5, we had a number 7 last week.
7. 7.
It's a joke. Someone had the Saints ahead of us, I think so. And I think aren't the Saints 2 and 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
This shit is crazy.
What's the moral of the story, though? Like, Carl, obviously I'm emotional and I have a lot of things to say, but like, unemotional Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
Say you love the Seahawks, but less emotionally than me. Like, why is Russell Wilson not throwing the goddamn fucking football in the first half?
The Seahawks left way too many yards on the field just through poor play calling. That's it.
Why are we the only ones that are seeing this?
I don't know.
Dude, it has to be obvious. How is this not obvious?
Just keep going back to Russ until I don't know, something bad happens. But we haven't even been close to that this year. He's been killing it, man. Russ has been cooking all year.
Dude, I think he made a bad throw on purpose in the fourth quarter. I think he threw it away on purpose straight into the linebacker's hands. It was a dumb fucking pass. It was really, really, really dumb. He should have just thrown it out of bounds. He threw it straight into the... So, first of all, Chris Collinsworth, like, you gotta fucking watch the actual action on the field to make any comments, right? You can't just, like it's not a fucking database of comments. No. And I'm pretty sure these guys that are working for NBC, Fox, all this bullshit network garbage, I'm pretty sure they just have a database of things. Oh, Russell, hey, what a great play by the linebacker there. Dude, watch the goddamn play and make a comment. Russ rolls out. His receiver goes out of bounds. Throw the ball away. He made a bad play. He threw it directly at the linebacker, and the linebacker caught it. If he didn't catch it, we would have been cursing this guy and saying he should be taken out of the league.
Yep.
But Chris Collinsworth says, oh, what a fantastic play this guy makes.
Making a wide open catch.
It wasn't a good play.
No. It was a bad play by Russ.
It was a terrible throw. Should we listen to this?
Pete Carroll?
In this season. It's so regrettable that you haven't been able to enjoy it because you guys never would have gone home tonight. So just speaking to our fans, I hope you had a ball with it at home and where you're doing it, and I hope you guys believe like our guys believe.
I think if Pete Carroll had any pull in the actual Seahawks organization, Schottenheimer would not be there. Like, it makes no goddamn sense to me.
He's got to go in.
I look at our team. Let's look at our team as a whole. We're 5-0. It's not something to complain about, right? Mm-hmm. It's the first time in franchise history. It's pretty fucking cool. It's a sweet time. But I look at our team and I think this is by far the best offense we've ever had.
Yeah.
Ever. And we utilized them for about 3 of the 60 minutes this game tonight. It's shockingly, it's bad. We have a really, really mediocre defense. Jamal Adams makes us quite a bit better, but still probably bottom 15, correct?
Do you believe easily. Oh, yeah.
Still bottom 15.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Why are we so bad? Like, I feel like we have a few good guys. I feel like KJ Wright, good. Bobby Wagner, really good. Jamal Adams, really good, but only played 2 or 3 games. Shaq Griffin, mediocre. Quentin Dunbar, pretty good. Jaron Reed, pretty good.
Yeah.
On the D-line.
Yeah.
We just have like 5 guys that are very average, and that makes our defense poor.
It did just bring it down so much.
Poor.
Because good offensive teams know how to exploit, those guys and how to just like force the ball at them and make them make a play. And if they can't, then well.
It's interesting watching Shaq Griffin. I know we were commenting about it tonight. Mm-hmm. Like, he takes a lot of chances.
So many chances. His footwork is not the best.
No,
his footwork is
not good at all.
Good.
No. He makes a lot of mistakes.
He takes big bites. He takes a lot of chances and he puts himself out of the position to recover.
Yeah. 1 out of 10 chances he makes like a real good play. But the other 10, he gets beat for 15 yards. And it's not a great stat to have. No. Man.
27-26.
What do you say about DK?
You said he's a monster.
I want you to give me your comments.
I think, like I said last podcast, I mean, physically, he's a specimen. Probably one of the best athletes in the NFL right now. If he can figure out his little mental mistakes and just learn to control himself a little bit better, maybe focus when he needs to, and just limit, like I said, those mistakes, then he'll be one of the best receivers in the league.
Do you think that pass he dropped in the end zone on whatever it was, first or second down? Do you think that was a mental mistake, or do you think that was a really good play by the defender?
I don't think it was like the same type of mental mistake that we've seen him do in the past. I think it was a good play. It was a hard ball to hang on to, but I think DK has the ability to hang on to that ball, right? It depends how bad he wants it, but I honestly think he could have made that catch.
I agree. I think that's the difference between like a generational receiver, like a Randy Moss, like a Megatron, like a Fitzgerald, like one of those guys that when they're in contact, they still catch the ball. That one, yeah, totally. I mean, like when you look at the whole scope of the game, he made up for it in catching a pretty tough catch on 4th and goal with 20 seconds left. But like it wouldn't have got there if he held onto the ball on first down.
Especially after dropping the previous two. I just love that Russ went right back to him. Lockett wasn't having a great game.
Well, Lockett didn't get any touches, man. I'm not sure why. Man.
Lockett's a weird player. Some teams are so good at just completely taking him out of the game. And then there's other teams where he's just like wide open on every route. It's so inconsistent.
It was a really weird football game tonight. Like, what was the time of possession? They had double the time of possession.
They had double the Seahawks, yeah.
I've never seen that before. And double the amount of plays.
Dalvin Cook.
Have you ever seen a football team win a game that had half the possessions?
No, never.
That's fucked up.
That's
right?
weird.
That's weird.
But like, if Dalvin Cook doesn't get injured, I think it's a different game. The guy's a monster.
Yeah, what it is, Carl. We won the game. Okay. Get the fuck out of here.
27-26, baby.
Should we call Lucas and see if he answers?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Hold on. What was our scores? I guarantee he's not going to answer. Hi, you've reached Lucas McCann. I am the biggest Jason Myers fan of all time, and I'd like to see him kick 7 field goals next week. If you would like to promote to Jason Myers and buy one of his jerseys, I have lots of them, and you can reach me at 604-780-1322. Please text or call me, and I will send you a Jason Myers jersey because I have hundreds of them. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Was that Lucas's number?
Yeah, it was a weird voicemail. Super weird.
You guessed 37-24.
So I was 10 off for the Seahawks because I got 27 and 2 off for the Vikings. So I was minus 12.
Yeah. And that's it. Thanks for playing.
No, let's keep going.
I was 38-24, so you beat me by 1.
So you were 11.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. What was I off?
You were 12. I was 13.
You were 13. And Lucas was?
Off by 17. He had 35-17.
Lucas, 3 losses in a row, bro.
And we called him. And
rough.
This is his actual score.
Rough.
He owes his beer again.
Yeah, Lucas has 3 rounds of beer. I feel like next week, because we have a bye, you, me, and Lucas should just get together, drink all of Lucas's beer, and watch the Sunday night game and do a podcast about. Well, let's actually look at Sunday night versus Monday night. And then
Fuck yeah, just do a bye-week podcast.
Oh, 100% we're doing a bye-week podcast. I just don't know if it's going to be Monday or Sunday. So Sunday night game is Rams 49ers.
That's pretty good division.
Baby, we're absolutely doing Monday. Monday is KC Buffalo,
Fuck yeah. Okay. Let's
but
do
they're
that.
playing at 2:00.
That's going to be tough for me.
Colin's sick, man. It's gonna be raining. You don't work in the rain. Carl's a contractor. Carl doesn't work in the goddamn rain.
I'll do exterior bathrooms only.
Then the 5 p.m. game. They should switch these, to be honest. If the NFL is smart at all, they can switch these. What is it called? There's some sort of switch protocol.
Well, with COVID now, the NFL can do whatever they want.
Well, the 5:00 game is Arizona Dallas.
Yikes.
It's gonna be lame.
Fuck Dallas.
Arizona's probably gonna win by 35.
Dak Prescott with the awful
Weird they
injury
have
today.
a 2:00 game. Weird. 4-0 versus 4-1. Dude, that'd be a fun game, man.
Yep.
That should be. Let's try to do a podcast around that game. Even if we do it for the second half or like right after that game,
Okay.
I'm in. All right, let's do it.
Down.
Final thoughts, Carl.
Final thoughts? Fuck, man. The offense has to be on the field for the Seahawks to be successful. And in order for that to happen, the defense has to figure it out to get the other offense off. And no matter what, the ball has to go through Russell. No matter what. Fuck these running plays. The only reason you run is if Russ, off of play fake or whatever. But the ball has to go through Russ the entire game. And those are my thoughts, Denny. What do you think?
I think you're exactly right. I think Seahawks fans all over the nation are confused, confunded. Is that a word? I'm not sure. I think I heard it in Harry Potter. Someone said confunded.
You sure it's not like a spell or something?
No, it might be. Yeah,
You wave your wand and see what happens.
charm. It might be a confundus charm. I'm not sure. Man, so like big picture. Let's look big picture. First time in Seahawks franchise history since 1971. Check that. I'm pretty sure 1971. 5-0. It's exciting. It's exciting times. And we have the best player in the NFL on our team. The defense is suspect, and I'd love to see more out of them. What I like seeing is that they, like, for how many yards they give up, honestly, we got to be number one in the league at this. For how many yards you give up compared to points. Like, we have to be number one at that.
I think so too.
Like, tonight, we give up how many yards? 450 yards, and only give up 26 points. That's not terrible.
It's because we're good at forcing turnovers.
And we force two turnovers.
That's the thing.
Turnovers are huge. It's a bit confusing. I think the bye is going to treat us really well. I think it's going to be exciting to get people back after injury. I think Dunbar is going to benefit from a week off. I think a couple of the O-linemen, Upati was injured or banged up, having a week off. I think Adams is going to come back strong. Jordan Brooks is going to come back strong. Picking up Robinson, a big D tackle, ex-Pro Bowl D tackle, coming off the Detroit Lions. It's going to be big. Man, I'm pumped. I think I'm honestly pretty excited about the season.
Yeah, no, this is
I've
fun.
never been more excited about the season than this year. I'm pausing this because I want to watch DK's interview. I'm pumped. I want to do a bi-week podcast though. Me, you, Lucas. I think we should do it Monday, right around that Bills KC game.
Let's do it. We know it's going to be a
I
good
hope
game.
KC loses twice in a row and then go fuck themselves.
There's a chance.
And everyone's going to talk about Russ as the best QB in the league. Dude, how many fucking fourth quarter wins can this guy have and you not give him any respect? Give him some goddamn respect. Give him some respect, please. He had another one tonight. Just watch the highlights, guys. He only got to throw the ball 20 times and he still had, 3 touchdowns?
Jesus, man.
280 yards? Like, what are we doing here?
It happens so fast.
It's like Schottenheimer. His game plan is like, how can we make this as close as possible and still not try?
How do I put Russ in the worst position to come back from this football game?
Let's see what Russ can do in this shit. It's like some sort of fucking mischievous man.
Well, I mean, 13-0 halftime. He did it this game.
It was a fucked up situation. Absolutely.
Very fucked up.
All right, let's get out of here.
Dope.
Seahawks Social, the unofficial, official podcast of the Seahawks. We love you guys. Hashtag Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
5-0, baby. Going to the bye week. Let's rest up. Jamal Adams, please get healthy. We love you. We want to see you back in week 7. Please. Goddamn help on defense.